All right, guys, so welcome to part two of me comparing the Wolf of Shopify theme against the Turbo theme that's $350, okay? So we talked about the banner, we talked about the header, we talked about all that stuff. What I do like about the Turbo theme, and I'll get right into it, is they have the ability to make the products very, very abundantly clear. And they do that very specifically within their demo right here. And I think this is almost a psychological trigger because us as consumers, who are buying a theme or who are looking to buy a theme, we enjoy seeing things very clearly. But a good example of this theme being used is, and I'll just use as an example, Run Everything Labs. They use the Turbo theme. And they also are very, very good. They have a graphic team on house. I think Rob Bailey used to do some of the graphics. But you could see here, this is the same exact theme, the Turbo theme. Where is it here? This theme is used right here on this Shopify store. And you could see here the products are significantly smaller, not as visible, right, as to the Turbo theme. And this is what I want to call to attention, is that it's not just the theme that's the main provider in terms of conversions and results. It's also the design. Now, don't get me wrong, Run Everything Labs has done a phenomenal job creating their website. Look at these graphics. Look at the work behind this kind of stuff. They did a phenomenal job, and it's truly a masterpiece. But these people who created the Turbo theme are aware that people are they're attracted to things that are just very wide. I don't want to say widescreen, but we've seen widescreen time and time again beat the industry when it comes down to sales. Now, for those who haven't seen part one, go ahead and check out part one with the Shopify themes where we compare the two, the Wolf of Shopify theme versus the Turbo theme. What I do like, and I don't think that the Turbo theme could really compete with the Wolf theme, is that the Wolf of Shopify theme, if you look here, and if you're curious, all the links will be in the description box down below. The Wolf of Shopify theme is by wolfofshopify.com. If you buy the Turbo theme and you click on my link down below, I get a bigger commission for the Turbo theme. But the Wolf of Shopify theme is a phenomenal theme, and it will save you $250. I just want people to know this kind of stuff before they buy these themes. But what you can take a look here is that the Wolf of Shopify theme is significantly more advanced when it comes to the product page. And this is why I tell people, if you have a product that you can describe to people a little bit more accurately, like supplement industry, where you can describe almost like the ingredients, or if you want to describe some special kind of fabric in your product, or you have some data behind your product, the Wolf of Shopify theme is going to win every time. And what I realize is that's what people are missing. And I think that's what separated me from the group when it came down to getting high conversions. Not only my traffic, but getting high conversions, is that when I sell my products, I go into depth when it comes to the description of the products. Because the last thing I want is to get a return or a customer order where the customer states that they didn't want it or something like that, or they made a mistake purchasing, but also to improve conversions. And that's the most important thing. And I've said this before in many videos, but when I say improving conversions, you can put that synonymously in the same sentence with improving people's trust in your website. Part of that is the design. Part of that is the descriptions that you include in your products. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the products. We just scroll down here. You can see right away that to the right, there's the name. It doesn't take up too much space. The images are very large, which I like that, because what it's going to do when you make the images large like this is it brings focus to the product. Does that make sense, guys? There are arrows here to switch through the product images, and there's a zoom. Now, the zoom is optional. Like, there's a lot of things that's optional. You guys will see this as I build this theme live, and I actually go through it and build a store with it live. You guys are going to see how to use it. There's a whole bunch of settings that actually, it's a ton of settings, so it's a little bit of a headache. But, you have color swatches right here in a little bit more advanced way, which I like. It's just more visual overall. You can remove all this stuff, brand, product. This is all up to you to go ahead and edit yourself. product description. But what I like about this is it's not just the product description here. You have a complete the look factor here. You can change this words. It doesn't have to say complete the look. You can use any kind of words you want to represent it. And you have this almost this like on Amazon where it says customers also bought this or customer. These are upsells right here. This is a way for the customer to add more to their cart, right? Let's just go ahead and keep scrolling here. We're scrolling through the images now. You see how interesting this is. The right kind of pauses in time, brings attention to this, but the left, you can scroll through the images, right? And then what you have here is tabbed content. Now, tabbed content is very, very beneficial, and here's the reason why. This is a place where you get to talk about your product and give it the attention that it needs for the people that want that extra information about it. See, this is the thing. You're going to have two groups of people that come to your website that want to purchase your product. You have one group of people that are already educated about the product, right? And then you have one group of people that want to learn more, that need a little bit more information to get educated on the product to make their purchasing decision. If you go with this theme, this will fit that consumer psychologically very, very well, because what happens here is you have a little space for a small description here, which is just enough for the people who are already educated on the product. But on the left, you have a place where now you could go in depth, right? If you're selling clothes, you could do a size chart, you could do whatever the case may be, and you could change up the tabs as much as you want, right? You can see here there's a pop-up where it shows social proof, which is epic, which is awesome for people. That's something that I always tell people, go ahead and go with. And this theme has it built in, and so you're not paying for apps. This is why I tell people, find a theme that's going to save you money as opposed to make you spend more money. See, when you get a free theme or a weak theme, it's weak. It doesn't provide that much. You're going to have to spend a lot of money in applications on a monthly basis. You're going to have to spend a lot of money on marketing, on traffic, on things like that. With a theme like this, it does the job for you. Then you have another section with related products. Then you have recently viewed products. And then finally, you have the footer and all that kind of stuff. Well, let's take a look at the Turbo theme. So we clicked on a product. You have the description here. And if you just scroll down, you have the reviews. That's it. Now, this is not enough, what I'm trying to say. And this is why not all themes are created equal. Look how much more advanced this web page is, okay? A web page like this is going to provide more order value than a page like this. Point blank, period. There's more upsells, there's more cross-sells, there's more information, description. This product, not really. I mean, it's very bland. Now, you can add reviews, by the way, to this page. You can add customer reviews here, and you add a little app. It's free, and I'll show you guys how to do that. But this is going to provide you more money in terms of average order value. So if you're the type of brand that's going to sell supplements, where you could pair supplements together. If you're clothing, where people can order more than one piece, hats, jewelry, whatever the case may be, essentially if the business is a business that people typically buy more than one item off of, this is the theme to go with. If you know that your customers, and I'm not really sure what kind of business it could be, but if your customers are going to buy just one product, and that's typically what it is when they come to your business, this is the theme to be, okay? Now, why do I say that? Like, if you're going to sell car parts, for example, I know people do this. Like, they'll sell, like, one turbo kit, right? And that's it. And they'll sell different car parts. This is the theme, because what it does is it gives attention to that one very specific product for a very specific group of needs. If you're going to create a brand with multiple products in different color variations and different design variations, such as clothing, this is the place to be. And like I said, I think Daniel and Bailey and Rob Bailey should take their businesses with their supplements, right, and all the information they have here, and they should kind of put all this kind of stuff with better descriptions into the Wolf of Shopify theme. I think it would do much better for them and give more information to their clients. Like, I would create a tab description of, like, for example, this is a protein, right? I would have one tab here that says, differences between plant and, vegan protein and something else, right? I would have, a description of the ingredients. Like, I have a section just for the ingredients, right? I wouldn't even put it in the product images because that's taking away from the product. I would put it right here, right, in a tabbed content. just so that people can select what they have. One of the sections for shipping and returns, right? People want to be educated on the returns of the product. Like, what are the status behind that? I would even have a section with a link right here, and this is a little SEO for you guys. I would have a section here about, recipes that you can make with this specific product, and have a list of recipes, right? This is the way you want to go about things, guys, because you want to create this all-inclusive brand within your website, all right? Let's go ahead and take a look at the cart and compare the two. I've done this in the last video, but let's do it one more time. The cart here, and this is what I like about Turbo theme, or Wolf theme, Wolf of Shopify theme, is the cart is like floating on the right side. It is a one-step checkout. And one-step checkouts do increase your conversions as compared to two-step checkouts, which Turbo theme. And I'll just show you guys what two-step checkout looks like. The first step is I have to add to my cart. The second step is I have to go to the cart. Then I get to checkout. This is a no-no. This is no good. This is going to decrease your conversions. It's going to increase the amount of abandoned carts, and it's going to decrease sales, right? What this does, on the other hand, if I see a product that I like, I add it to my cart very simply, right? So if I click on the product, I decide, hey, I like the product. I add it to my cart. Well, the cart's right here. I could just go here and click checkout. That's it. It's that simple. It's a one-click checkout. Does that make sense, guys? Hopefully that makes sense. This was my part 2 review. That's all I got to say, all right? See you guys in the next one.